Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix here, and gosh dang it, we're back. I guess we're always back. I don't know why I said we're back. We do it every 2 weeks, so. In my mind, we're back. I'm back somewhere. Box is back somewhere. We're all backing. If you're hearing this, that means our web server is back. If you're not hearing this, means, well, either way, you're going to hear this. Our web server is back. So, today, Streaming Demons, we are going to do movies you heard of and movie you ain't ever hear of, and a bunch of general con stuff. Wrath of Cons, con! Because Box and I has been to some cons, and we needed to vent a bit. And it's all streaming. There's a lot of stuff we can pick up as small snippets. But we've got Pope's Exorcist, Nutsack. Wait, that's 2 movies. Okay. We have Pope's Exorcist, comma, and Nutsack. That's about it. All this and more on this Streaming Demons. Music's there. And we'll see if Box is still existing.
I'm here. Hello.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, you want to get my uninterruptible flow. I'm gonna drink some electrolytes. Talk more. Hey, we're back.
We were just here, but now we're back.
I know. Honest to God, I thought that was a Liquid IV commercial. And you're doing it, I'm like, what's cool for Liquid IV? If they did it, because you'd be like running from the zombies, or I guess Jason's not a zombie in most of them, but yeah.
They've done that in some commercials, like Nike, which actually was one of my favorite commercials.
You know what's my favorite commercial?
Liquid IV?
It is. Some of the bitches yelled at me $10 more though.
Allegedly.
Shots fired. No, not allegedly, that motherfucker. I seen the contract. Y'all motherfuckers told me. But Liquid IV, if you're running from me, you might need some rehydration. So go take yourself now. I'm sure that'll get worked out.
I actually had some Liquid IV recently.
I was gonna say we say your names. We say your name, Liquid IV. We say your names. It's gonna be 240, right? You've had Liquid IV.
Yes.
I've had Liquid IV, and I know someone else on our staff has also had, I'm not gonna say the name, has actually had Liquid IV in this last week. So what'd you think?
Okay, so just letting everybody know, I'm better, but I did have COVID.
It cures COVID? Oh my God, Liquid IV from liquidiv.com cures COVID?
I'm just saying, allegedly, I just, gave myself a shot of it. You just put it right in your veins. I'm kidding.
But it does help you rehydrate.
Because don't get it confused with IVs.
Yes.
But no, I did. Me and my friend, unfortunately, she got COVID. I got COVID. It was,
it was a party.
It was a thing. It was a COVID party. Yes, I'm
Are they
much
better? Can you say?
Oh, she did. She had sniffles, and I had COVID. She's better. I'm better. But
Good.
yeah, well, we were sick and everything like that. I thought it would be a good idea to have something, because we were drinking a lot of water, but water after a while gets boring, and
yes,
you want something a little bit heavier too to really, like with electrolytes, to really
get
stay
those
in your
electrolytes back.
system.
Absolutely.
And so we tried 2 different types. We tried the fruit punch and the strawberry.
Ooh, nice.
The strawberry was a bit heavy, so I kind of cut it, like half and half. But I did like
half
the fruit
strawberry,
punch.
half meth.
Basically, yeah.
No, I cut. I'm like,
allegedly.
You're cutting it. Could I even know?
Well, you cut like just.
No, especially with the COVID, you don't know they're tasting. It's
And it was just a heavier flavor, and I like strawberry, but I think I like a fainter taste, which you can do too, because the packets are really easy to just like bloop bloop bloop, like flip down and use it for later.
that's brilliant. Yeah.
We both really
Agree.
like the fruit punch, and so we ran out of that pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, it was good to have. It was good to like just have something that was different from water and something that it does taste heavier. It does taste
Yeah.
like um it's just
It,
going to
it
kind of
tastes.
stay in your system.
It's going to be in there, and that's what you want. And that's what I'm hearing a lot of. You can drink water. You're supposed to drink a lot of water. You can drink water all day, but even I think a name drop. Even the late. Wow, that's weird. Not late. Jesus, that's morbid. I'm not going to say his
Oh,
name now because he's
yeah,
still
don't
alive.
say
I'm
his
like, damn.
name. Don't.
Yeah, I'm like, no, he's still alive. Why am I saying the late great? I want to say the great. My brain went late. And it's just like,
Don't. I
yeah,
think you're
yeah, no, I'm not jinxing shit. No.
No, 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 you're going to
Hitler.
jinx somebody.
You know, like great Hitler. No, no. Why is Jim saying Hitler's great? Oh God, no. Hang
No,
up now.
no, no. Late great. Who's Pee Wee
Johnny
Herman?
Carson.
Pee Wee
The old
Herman.
Paul Rubens.
Paul
Yes, he.
Rubens. He
After
just
he
passed.
allegedly, I've never. I don't know. I don't quote me if I didn't meet him or not. Like this is you in a picture with him. Like, oh man, I guess I did. Allegedly, Paul Rubens, after he was jerking off in those theaters, he would actually rehydrate with liquid IV. So, are you jerking off a lot
I
or not
mean,
enough?
right,
You need
exactly.
your
And
liquids. You
honestly,
need your hydration.
guys, it's healthy. It's healthy to jerk off unless it's too much and then you got to pull it back, like.
Yes.
But,
And it
it's
tastes better, they say. It tastes more, as Bach said, more thicker than water.
allegedly. I said that allegedly.
And if you care about this certain someone, there's actually a sugar-free version of Liquid IV. That's
Yes.
right. Go to liquidiv.com and you can get your sugar-free version. Matter of fact, because we care about your hydrations and your dehydrations so much, we're gonna give you 20% off. So get 20% off when you grab your Liquid IV hydration multiplier, sugar-free. Dang it. Or any variant. Oh, that's poorly worded. With COVID. Or any variant of at liquidiv.com and use code HAUNTED100, HAUNTED 100 at checkout. That's 20% off anything you order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code HAUNTED100 at liquidiv.com. Microphone drop that, motherfuckers. Use
We
it.
don't
We use it.
Yeah. We don't need another movie because
We just did
yeah,
10 minutes on Liquid IV.
we
But that's
did.
and masturbation. Because they're like, I don't know why
Well,
maybe they're like hostage our fucking money for that. I don't know.
I mean, most people masturbate and you need to be hydrated,
That
you
is
know?
true. That is true. Honestly, God, that's true. When you said that, I'm like, I'm looking at the new flavors, white peach, and instead of saying green grape and lemon lime, I swear I saw grandpa. I'm like, white peach, grandpa. I'm like, oh, I don't know, man, about that new flavor called grandpa. Yeah, I don't want to eat those. That's better. It's even better for arithmetic.
Oh my god.
Arithmetic. He sounds like this. That sounds like nothing. All right, motherfuckers. So
Alright,
that's
welcome.
it. Your spot.
Welcome to
We
those who
hit our
are
spot
new.
early. Thanks for sponsoring us, Liquid IV. Don't you like us now? And I'm going to say something. This is how truthful we are. I'm looking at their ad copy. We have to say that last paragraph because the call to action. Everything else we kind of we ignore what they say because this is their hints. Talk about real reasons you hydrate, like TV binging.
Masturbation? Oh,
No,
oh.
almost back-to-back Zoom meetings, going on a hot girl walk. I'm like, and it's quotation marks, hot girl walk. I'm like, what the fuck is a hot girl walk? Are you looking for girls? Are you the hot girls?
I
Are
think
you
I think you're the hot girl
you're the hot girl in this one?
and you're
Jesus Christ.
walking.
Who the fuck read your shit? I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
God damn it, look what I be.
that's a
Peace and
weird one.
love. Do better for your ad copies. I know this is like, so I guess we got dropped by Liquid IV after we did trash their ad copy. We're not trashing their product. We're
No.
trashing their marketing department. There's a difference. The difference, goddammit. One pays us
Allegedly.
money, one don't. Hopefully. But I really do, and zero sugar. I'll tell you this. I was on, and Box will attest to this. We were supposed to tape this Friday. No, wait,
Mhm.
was it Friday? Thursday.
Thursday.
And I was on a quote unquote 2-hour call with Tony Horton, the masterful trainer. That's what I was with. And I didn't want to say. I was on. He did this revive and renew thing for basically people who are my age, who
Which is
especially if we
old.
used to be. Yeah, we're old. I'm old at least. We used to be athletes, and now we're kind of like doing the stuff that we know we should be doing, or we're doing stuff that it's stuff that we should be doing, we're not doing, or stuff that was really easy for us because we were athletes earlier on, and now it's just like I broke my toe just doing shit I've done like a million times. Like, how the fuck did I get here? And so we're it's like one of the things. And that call with Horton, and God love him, man. I honestly, God, I would not be on this planet if it wasn't for Tony Horton. At least I still wouldn't be on.
I think that's your plug
I
for today.
shit, might as well be. I'll plug the hell out of
He
Tony
he
Horton's
was
price.
with you all nights,
Oh my
cause
god.
cause
Literally
like
in bed with me. He was in bed
J
with me at some
Jim
point.
Jim texted me, he was like, "Man, this is going on for a while, I think we should reschedule," because I was still kinda sick and I was still kinda tired. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
"Alright,
know.
I'm gonna
I
go to
know.
bed. It's like 11, I'm gonna go to bed." And, like, Jim the next morning was like, 1 AM. Like, he was with me
No,
till 1.
no, no, no. It was 1:33 when we're
Oh
starting to
my
wrap up.
god.
1:33.
And you were
It
like, "I think this is a sleepover now."
honestly, God, I thought exactly that. I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna get some stuff. I'm gonna get some knowledge." And there was a lot of knowledge. It was great. It didn't seem like it was going, it's one of those things, if you were there, it didn't seem like it was going long at all. And then the next day, or actually the same day, because it was fucking 1:33 in the morning, like, it was between that and, like, 2 AM for me. I did the math, I'm like, "Did I just spend, like, 5.5, 6 hours with Tony fucking Hart?"
I mean, that's a good date. That's a
That
really good
that
date.
God damn it, it was. It was fantastic. And he just God love him, he just kept going. It's like, if you had any questions at all, he'd take any question at all, he answered it. And some of the things were, you either had the question yourself, or it was stuff you didn't think about, and I took notes. I took notes. Honest to God, it started out in a chair and ended up in bed. And I'm writing him a thank you note.
He just swept you off your feet. He
He swept me
really
off my
did.
he swept me off. I was like, "Man, I need to get."
You're like, "Alright, let's go to bed. Let's go.
I
Let's
didn't
do
eat
it."
that day. I made a mistake of not eating that day. I just forgot to eat, and I
Yeah.
didn't realize I didn't eat until, like, 10 at night, and I'm like, "God, I didn't eat today?" Because they're talking about food, I'm like, "Shit, wait, what did I have today?" I
Yeah.
got nothing. But and because I just came, and he gave us like a meal break, and get some, go get some hydration, and he was pushing electrolytes, and that's like, oh, this is great. And he's got, I'll plug this replenish and stuff like that too. 'Cause I do take his stuff, especially it's a lot towards more balance. Like, I'll give a whole Tony Horton plug later on, but like, that's why this is a day late, but not a dollar short, and it's gonna be 2 days late because our web
Our
host
website
took a shit.
is, I
Took a
think
shit
it's
today.
so if people are joining us for the first time, welcome. We're talking about health and
Uh,
fitness on our
Health and
horror
fitness today on a horror podcast, because you can't, if you're not healthy and fit, you can't outrun zombies,
No, you can't.
or where the
You
fuck the
really
nutsack
can't.
is. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. We do start off with banter, and I do like that. I do appreciate it. It's been a long time, and
It
and you're
is.
feeling better,
I
which is nice.
am.
I'm so glad. I was fucking sweating bullets. I'm like, gosh dang it, I hope your box get better, because you don't know about where Box lives. Let's say, don't got the best healthcare in the world.
Mm,
They think
yeah.
they don't got the best. They can't even do
I
water
had to
right.
fight with a doctor and the pharmacy to get the
Jesus,
medication that I needed. Yeah, it
I'm
was
so sorry.
really because the pharmacy didn't wanna give it because I have asthma, and they didn't want liabilities, and the doctor didn't wanna give it because I wasn't, I guess, sick enough for them, and I had to fight for it, and it's really frustrating when you have to fight
I'm
for it, and
fuck.
when you're fighting so hard, you get really dehydrated, and then that's where you turn to your liquid IV.
LiquidIV.com. God damn it, you're damn right.
HauntedMTL, 100. Haunted 100.
Haunted 100. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, man. What the hell's wrong with you?
Uh,
Jeebus. Jeebus.
Screamin' Creamins 100.
Something somethings.
I still love the soap one. You're like, "You have no
Yeah.
idea what our show is called." I'm like, "No,
No, obviously not.
I don't." I
Just
just all I
why?
know is just to come and show up. Watch something show up. That's my job.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay.
Thank you.
It is A-okay. And
Thank
I'll
you.
tell you why, because today we're talking about a movie I have no idea even existed, and I won't spoil yours thing. I'll let you do your lead-in.
Okay.
And we're talking about a movie I've actually read the book on,
Oh. Oh, that'll be
sort of.
fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, sort of.
Alright. Kind of. A little bit.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Boxy Loxy,
Okay.
Boxy
So
Loxy.
my dad, found this on Facebook because he's old, and old people love
Your dad
Facebook.
found the movie on Facebook.
No, he found the
Okay.
con that we went to.
Okay. Yes. 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 Go on.
The con,
Yes. Go
which was
ahead.
a halfway to Halloween con, for the Michigan area, and he had thought it was gonna be like, buying and selling of, like, stuff for Halloween, was what he thought.
Slaves.
No, like
Why would you?
decorations. Decorations, because
Reparations. So you better give people reparations. You buy and selling them.
oh my
Man,
god,
you can't buy and sell people.
please don't
You're
put
not.
my
You're not
dad
the
with
NFL or NBA,
So anyway,
NHL.
my dad is a really big Halloween fan. Um, he was actually the one that kinda gave me the love of Halloween. So,
Cool.
it's something we can do together. It's something that's a lot of fun. So, we went there and it was not what he expected. I didn't know what to expect, but it was basically more like a con, like a horror con. Con! Um, and he doesn't task me, you know?
Mm,
Anyway, uh, that is a good movie. But anyway,
yes.
so we go there and it's, a lot of people with crafts, arts, stickers. I sent you a sticker that I got from it.
Oh
No?
shit! I didn't. Oh my god! Spoiler, motherfucker! I've been gone for 2 weeks.
You
I
didn't
didn't
open
get.
it?
No, I got the mail and I got something from Jennifer, and I'm like, great. When I get back, I'm gonna open these up. I can't wait.
And you
And
got
then
something
I'll
from
just.
me too, right?
I know. I got some from you. I got some from Jennifer. Waggle.
She's
And
great.
yeah, so I got some from both of you guys, and I was like, I can't wait to get back to open this up. And
Oh,
then like East Coast said, yeah, guess what? You're not going to come back for a while. Um,
well, anyway,
so I look forward to
spoiler
it. Thanks for spoiling it,
alert.
son of a bitch. Well, I look
Spoiler
forward to
alert.
it.
So I sent something to you. I sent something to Nicole. I sent something to TT Hollows.
Titties. You still have the titties.
And I have something for
Titties
Jen
got it.
too.
Hey, titties, we got the same thing, man. Uh, How could we have
Pain.
titties?
Pain, come on. Come on.
Oh, who
St-
cares? I got one too. If Jimbo's got it, that's probably what happened. He sent it to me instead of Jimbo, and I'm
Probably.
just taking it all.
I
Yeah.
think you are.
Yeah,
Because you are
I
the
love
roommate.
having a respiratory because I can just do his voice easier.
It's early in the mornings than in the nights.
Yeah, it's kind of like early morning is easy because your lungs aren't cleared out yet.
Exactly. Um, so it was a fun con. I got a lot of cool stuff. I'm gonna plug some of it later. But there was one booth that we went to, and it had a lot of like prosthetic stuff of like hands, feet, nipples, dicks.
That's what
Like
I'm pointing at.
a whole bunch of like goopy, goppy, glippy, glop stuff. And it's very good, like, it was all good prosthetics and stuff like that, but what caught my eye is that they had a rack of DVDs, and I'm like, "Ooh, what are these?" And the person behind the counter was like, "Oh, those are movies that we make with some of the prosthetics that are here." And I said, "Oh, neat. Like, so what are I'm, like, kinda looking through them, and I'm like, "Oh, what's this one about?" And he's like, "Oh, that's, one about a guy who commits suicide, and then he's looking back at his life and blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Ooh, but, there's a lot of sexual violence in that one. I'm like, okay, and I like horror, I like gore, but I'm kind of like about sexual violence. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, what's one that has like, no sexual violence, like none of it or the least amount? And the dude pauses and he's just like, well, Nutsack is playful about it. And so my dad, who is standing right next to me, I say the words that I never thought I'd say in front of my dad, that which was one nutsack, please. So the guy
So
the guy's like,
yes.
okay. And so I'm gonna pay with my credit card. He's like, oh, well, the credit card doesn't work too much here. We can go in the parking lot. And I'm thinking, and again, he's a very nice man. But I'm like, I'm not gonna follow you into a parking lot, dude. And so my
Give
dad
him
pulls
money.
out a cash. He's like, I got cash. I'm like, thank you. So that is how I obtained Nutsack. But when we got back to my grandma's house, because we were gonna have a family dinner for my
Yes.
parents' anniversary.
Oh, happy
Um,
anniversary.
yeah, they had a great anniversary. Um, but I was like doing up the bed for my grandma, and my mom comes into the room, leans in, and whispers in my ear, "Nutsack." And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "I don't know, your dad just told me to tell you that." So, it's now a family affair of Nutsack.
That's fucked up. Now, the grandma thing was like a sack of nuts, kind of like in Thanksgiving, or she meant like, nut sack?
Nutsack. It's just the movie title.
Like
It's the movie
scrotum
title.
head.
Scrotum head instead of eraser head. Yes, exactly.
Do you like my nutsack? I put it in your pudding.
No, you're making it weird now. It's a
Wait,
code
wait.
name.
Me saying nutsack in your pudding is making it weird? Not you
Yes.
paying for nutsack,
Yeah.
not for a guy wanting to go out to the parking lot to show you his nutsack you can pay him cash for. Not
It's
even your dad's like, "Oh, I got this," and whips
yeah,
out his
he pays
cash.
$10. Yeah, pays $10 of cash so I can buy a nutsack.
That's
Yes.
love.
That's
No, that's
love.
love.
Thank you, dad.
That is.
Thank you,
Yeah,
dad.
absolutely.
But
And now you have
what
the movie.
honestly, what I really liked about it and why I really wanted it, because again, afterwards, my dad kind of was like, "Okay, so why did you wanna buy this movie?" I'm like, "Because, like, in the '80s, even earlier if you're older, um, you would sometimes find that VHS tape that was unmarked, unnamed, you didn't know what it was, and you'd put it in, and it'd be this weird ass fucking movie, and you'd just be like, "What the fuck is that?" And it would kinda traumatize you.
It's got grandma fucking on it.
No, it's not well, I mean, this one was kinda sexual, but it's just like,
Yeah.
that one horror movie where you're just like, "What was that I watched?" And I kinda wanted that feeling again, that warm, traumatized feeling again, from our childhoods.
God. You know what?
What?
Fuck it. I'll run with it. Sure. Yeah, why not? You're
I
like,
mean,
rape's
come
not a
on.
sponsor. Rape is not a
No,
sponsor.
it's not.
And you're like, I hate like all these little snuff movies and da da da. And
I
all the
do.
movies you've been suggesting lately were ticked off teas, which is exactly what it is.
I didn't say I
Ouija
didn't
house, which I think it is.
no.
I didn't get through Ouija house. I'll be
I
honest.
did, I did. It was actually Ouija House had a great premise. Did we talk about Ouija House? I guess
Yeah,
we could talk about it here.
we did a whole no, we did
Okay, okay, okay.
a whole spiel on it for something. I'm pretty sure it was actually not a bad movie.
It was
Terror Reed should have made it more though.
yeah, no, I think it was for the one that we didn't do. Our our jam
Oh,
jam squared that I wrote a rap for.
for Ouija house, or you just wrote for
For
the
the
theme?
jam squared for the theme. Not
Do
for
you have
Ouija House. I mean, I could.
Do you have that rap right now?
No, and I would never say it now.
I'll never say it now. We're not doing it.
No, I'm not
God, no more.
full
God damn
of
it.
ego like I once was. I was young and dumb. 2 years ago.
young and dumb.
So I watched Nutsack. I did finally
Yes.
watch Nutsack. And it was basically exactly what I expected, and also a little bit of not what I expected.
Oh, nice.
It was, I mean, there was some sexual assault, but not as much as I had thought there would be. There
As one
was,
does.
as one does.
I wanted
Um,
more sexual assault.
no, I
Is what you're
didn't.
saying?
I did not.
Man, I
No.
wish I could have more sexual assault.
So the story was honestly the most lacking, which I kind of figured would happen when you have basically a horror movie that the backbone is the prosthetics and the effects, which were actually very good. There was one prosthetic and effect that was honestly big time movie worthy. Um, where it was like somebody's like face had been kind of ripped off and blood was kind of gushing through it.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, and it was actually really good. So the movie is basically like, I guess, Detroit in the apocalypse, I suppose.
So, Detroit.
So Detroit, um,
Mhm.
and it was shot in, you could tell, a lot of like abandoned places where,
So, anywhere in Detroit, you're
so
saying? Uh-huh.
basically down the street. No, I'm just kidding.
In my
Um,
house.
probably they're shooting
Shot in
by my
my
house. No,
place.
I'm just kidding. Um, no, but it was basically so. Uh, it's in the future. People are addicted to heroin. Everybody needs to get their fix. Everybody has the same baby, which was very confusing to me. It was like the
Really?
same baby design. And the babies are also addicted. So everybody needs to get their fix. Everybody's trying to kill everybody to get more and more because they're only making so much out
Oh,
there. Um, so it's basically this one guy, I don't know his name. He's going around trying to get it for his wife, I think, and
okay.
his baby.
Oh, that's honorable, I guess.
Mostly,
He's obviously a hero with a
mostly.
good heart.
He's kind of the hero.
I'm gonna score some heroin. I'm gonna score some H for my kid
Yeah,
and my wife
basically.
because I care about them.
Basically, there's a point he like kind of throws the kid, but again, it's a
Oh,
weird
jeez.
prosthetic kid. Like you can tell
A
that is
weird
not a
catch kid.
actual child in any
I
facet of the
hope you can. You're
imagination.
like, oh man, I think that might have been a real kid they used on set. I might be
No,
watching a snuff film right now. It might just
no.
be that.
There is a lot of sex. There was a lot more dicks than I thought there'd be. There's, if you're
How many nut sacks?
wondering if there's a guy that's half dead and he pulls off his dick and then dies, that does happen in this movie.
Huh.
Um,
At least he
there's
pulls enough gun dies.
doctors who start punching their patients' exploding guts in this movie. Um, there's just a lot to see. Like I said, it's very prosthetics heavy because obviously that's what they're into and that's what they do. Those are good. Those are fun to watch.
Yeah.
Um, there's a lot of artistry in there. There is a sex scene with a like desiccated corpse as she's slowly dying, but she
Nice.
wanted it. She asked for it. She did. Like
Of course she did.
legitimately, she's like, please fuck me until I die. And he's like, okay.
If I have one of those offers or a dollar for one of those offers, or I don't know,
You would be like,
of a dollar.
you'd have like maybe like a couple. You could buy a $5 pizza. I'm
$5.
sure you could
I'll be able to buy some electrolytes.
you could buy some one
So I
pack
could,
of liquid IV.
yes, I could buy a single. It's like a Lucy for a cigarette.
So it's hard for me to really
Explain it
oh,
because
so
it's all
it's
gone
called
through.
Nutsack.
Yes.
Um,
Who's it by?
it is by, I'm getting it right now because I always forget what the
I
thing is.
mean, Mickey. It's my
Very
art film from ninth grade school.
it's by Very Fine Crap Videos.
Nice.
Yep. And
I love their first one.
they you can go to their
Vermunda.
website, veryfinecrapvideos.com. You can learn all about
You can also
them.
not go to the website,
You
but you
can
can
also
go there
not
too.
go to it. Um, the music was, honestly, it was good for what it was.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Um, there was a bit of variance. It's hard for me to rate these kinds of movies because you can tell that there's a lot of work put into them. There's a lot of artistry put into it for
But
but I mean the story is lacking. Yes. The acting is people down the street acting. Um, you know, it's
yes.
it's yeah, so you have to kind of like balance it that way. So I'm leaning between a 2.5 and a 3.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
We've seen bigger studio budgets that got lower than 2.5.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
fair.
cuz this is obviously done with, what they have, 20 bucks
Right.
and a pack of beer, and pizza for the crew. Like
More than I got
they're
paid.
they're doing what they can with what they have, and you can tell that they love what they're doing and they enjoy it and they're willing to show their dicks on camera. And to me, I feel like that's a pretty bold move. Um
Bold strategy, Cotton. See how it pays
yes.
out.
I hope it pays off. So that's kind of where I sit. Was I traumatized by it? No, I did laugh quite a bit. I feel like and no like dissing or disrespect to the artistry or anything like that, but I feel like this would be a fun film for like a movie night for people, get a
Yeah.
little, tipsy maybe, or something like that, have some pizza, have a good night. If you're okay with gore, just you
And
got to
dick.
be okay with gore
And sex.
and
Yeah.
sexual things happening and babies' heads being smashed a lot.
Who isn't okay with that? Dead
But ag
baby.
but again, the babies are very, very not babies. Like
So like Muppet babies.
like like a Muppet Mr. Potato Head
Oh
kind of a
God.
baby.
Okay. Like, we're
Like,
just gonna give up on this one.
yeah, it's very, it's not a baby, you can tell. So,
Yeah, wow.
so I enjoyed my trip with Nutsack. Will I watch it again? Yeah, probably at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you stream this? I mean, that we should not. I'm not advocating to break copyright laws, but allegedly, is this streamable somewhere?
I don't think so. I think they only have,
Oh, the DVD presses.
DVDs, yeah.
All right. Okay.
But if you go to their website, you can find those DVDs, you can find a lot more of them too,
It's
and maybe
crapmovies.com. What was it called?
Very Fine Crap Videos.
Very buying crap videos, plural.
Yes.
Nice.
Yep. And I might, take a gander at some of the other stuff that they have,
Shit, we
one
can do a
day.
whole like down the rabbit
Series?
hole. Give them as soon as our emails are actually you never learned how to do your email. Give them an
Yeah.
email. Say you want to review their stuff. See if we get a review copy. Why not?
Okay.
Why
I could
not?
try.
Yeah. Worst thing to say is like, no, it was $5 or $10 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Shit, fuck 'em. All right, good job. Well, I can definitely beat this one.
Okay.
Jesus, I beat my nutsack all the time. Nah, yeah, yeah.
Allegedly.
Who wants the promo now, motherfuckers? And after I beat my nutsack, what
Give us
happens
some
is
10 fucking bucks.
no,
So we could buy more of these Very Fine Crap videos.
you know what? I got in a point. I just like calm liquid IV, just squirts out like, hey, it's peach flavored. Oh, I don't know.
They're
I'm
like,
not putting that
and
one down for
they're
promo.
like listening to this, going like, "Why did we ever agree to this?
Yeah. You
Why?"
think you're sponsoring us? What really is happening is we got a listener that's held hostage now because they have to listen to the entire thing until we
Yes,
mark
it's
out the
called
thing.
My Mom. It's called
Oh,
My
hi, Mom.
Mother.
Hey, Mom.
Hi,
Don't
Mom.
worry. I don't really come liquid IV. I don't think. I can't, allegedly. I can't prove I don't, though. I can't prove it either way, really.
You should ask your friend who was at the sleepover, because I swear that's a date.
No, it was really nice.
No, he's a
Pervert.
nice guy.
Oh, he's a very
Anyway.
nice guy.
He's a
Oh, he's a
nice guy.
fucking great guy. Mensch. All right. I've got The Pope's Exorcist, 2023. You can actually find this one. Unlike your motherfucker, like we're talking before the recording box, like I was talking about, I even though I watch these movies now,
I'm glad you're finally admitting it.
well, there's times come on, I always watch at least part of the movie, and then sometimes I just couldn't get through it, and I said this like I couldn't get through it, and there's parts where I might have fallen asleep through parts of the movie. I'm like, fuck
Because
it,
you're old. I
I
get
am
it.
old, but I'm trying to make it a point where I can just like actually sit down, watch it, not fall asleep. Hopefully, if it makes me fall asleep, it's on them. And I have The Pope's Exorcist. Now, I'm using IMDb because I sometimes don't remember things, and that's what the IMDb goes. And Box is like, I would like to, but there's no IMDb for my movie. That's when you know I have a great movie.
Yeah, no. That's a fun movie, is
Yeah,
when there's no IMDb.
when
Because
there's
you have
none at all.
no idea what you're getting into. Again, that mystery. See, horror is all about mystery.
Yeah, well, here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
I haven't watched because I was on a plane a lot, a lot this last couple weeks. I have watched Evil Dead Rise, Pope's Exorcist, and Scream, like whatever the new Scream was. I don't even fucking care anymore. And Knock at the Cabin, I think all in the air. So I didn't get to see Insidious Red Door yet. That's the only thing I'm kind of like, oh man, one day. So I'm gonna get a lot. My stuff's already done. I can just like talk about stuff now, but I don't remember what I watched. So I mean, I remember the big strokes of it. Here we go from IMDb. I don't remember the log lines. Follow Gabriel Amorth, the Vatican's leading exorcist, as he investigates the possessing of a child and uncovers a conspiracy the Vatican is trying to keep secret. This is with Russell Crowe playing a priest, playing a very famous priest and a very real priest. I like it because I've actually reviewed Father Gabriel Amorth's books before for the website, and it is really it's really something because we talk about exorcisms and Box will have this conversation right now. Why not?
Mhm.
You've seen The Exorcist, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay, good.
You're like, lie. Just lie.
Even if you lie, motherfuckers. Lie.
But yes,
Did
no,
you
I have a couple times, yes.
did you believe that could happen?
There were parts of my life, yes, and there were parts of my life, no.
Okay. Okay. Now, dig. This is from the trivia from IMDb. While researching the life and work of Father Gabriel Amorth, Russell Crowe discovered that Amorth's personal favorite movie was The Exorcist. So much so that Amorth became good friends with the director William Friedkin, who later directed a documentary of Amorth's work as Exorcist, The Devil and Father Amorth, 2017. So that's
Hmm.
another movie I need to check out. But that's exactly it for Amorth. Exorcisms are real. Like, I don't care what everyone believes. It's 100% that was his job, is to go to person, place to place, and see if this is a demonic possession in his mind or just some sort of psychosis or something that's going to be more of a mental or physical disease. And then go, okay, sorry, no, this is one for the psych. Sorry, this is one for this one. Oh, no, this is actually exorcist. This is demonic, right? That is what it is. Now,
Now.
if you don't believe in any of this, his books fall apart because I've read his books before, and it's all very. This is what he sees. This is what he does. This is why he thinks the demons are getting become more populated. The exorcism are on the rise, and I think I made a mention of this before. He's like, it's because of disco. I'm like, oh fuck, no, no, goddamn it, it's not because of disco. But I'm pretty sure he means that in European sense of like nightclubs and ecstasy and
No,
shit like that.
disco. You know
Or
what
actually
is
for Mexico.
ruining this world? Disco Duck. That
I
motherfucker,
I do
Disco
believe that
Duck.
to be true. I do believe that be true. With that said, at an 18 million budget and it grossed US and Canada 20 million, made its money back, or it lost some depending on, oh shit, no. Worldwide, it made like, wow. 20 mil in US and Canada. Worldwide, it's 76. So it made a lot where, Gabriel would actually have more like the Italian, I'm guessing. Overseas. Not good for them. Good for them. So it made its money back at the very least. If everyone wonder if a movie made its money back, you usually take the budget, the estimated, whatever it is, and then you double it because that's how much people used to put them for PR was kind of like your budget plus that.
Mm.
And so it'd be like, oh, if it made over 36, you got your money back. Awesome. Good job. It doesn't have to be that formula. It's not exact, but it's just kind of like the old estimate from Kevin Smith. Now, they also could just not like promote it at all and say, fuck it. This, I believe you said, was it on air or off air? We talked about Pope's Exorcist. You said something about it was more silly or funny than
It
your
was, I think,
friends
off
said that?
air.
Or?
Yeah, a friend said that it was kind of like a silly thing. Yeah.
I can agree with this, and that's the fun of it for me. Because I've read the books from Father Gabriel Marth, I know his sense of humor from the books, and this is pretty accurate to what he probably would say.
Mm.
He was the Pope's fucking. He's the title of the script. I mean, the Pope's Exorcist. That's what it is. Like, he's
Yeah.
like, why am I here? I answer to the Pope. It's like, suck a dick. That's like, I don't know, man. Like, what do you want? It's like, microphone drop. Don't do disco. Shit like that. But he was personable. He was smart, and he was, allegedly one of the good ones. So you have that background. It makes more sense. And then you find, and Russell Crowe does it really well, because if you don't know Russell Crowe, he's usually doing it. He does the Italian movies really well. For a guy, he does like Gladiator,
I like
the
that's
Roman
like
ones.
that's your thing is like Russell Crowe. He
He does
does
Italians.
Italians really well.
He does. He does. And he's doing it, and it's really well, because you see, like, if your last movie you saw Russell Crowe was Gladiator, you're like, how can
That
this be Father and Martha? Like, oh,
Gladiator was a long time ago.
yeah, like Gladiator was a long fucking time ago.
The Russell Crowe that I think the last Russell Crowe that I watched was what was the musical? The musical one.
Look down, look down.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
not
yeah,
Les
yeah.
Mis.
Les
Was
Mis.
that
Yeah.
was that Russell Crowe? Oh, he was in Les Mis with
Yeah, he was.
Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, and that's about the Russell Crowe you get.
Okay. Okay.
He's more of the the older bearded Russell Crowe. All the acting is fine. It's splendid. They've got kids that are being possessed, and it's yes, we've seen Linda Blair do it, so it's really hard to match Linda Blair, because it's hard to see the first one going, holy shit, that's really brilliant. But she was often tortured. So this is more psychological thriller. It's part trying to solve a mystery and part trying to do the horror part. So it's not pure horror. It is more thriller. It is more setting things up. It's more mystery,
Okay.
because there is an honest to God mystery behind this movie.
Really? That's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty cool, and if you blink, you might miss stuff. And they still have horror. They still have like the heads turning, the scratchings, and the flotations and torture in the middle air, stuff like that.
And the cross fucking?
No, they missed that one. That's the only trick they
Oh.
missed. No pea soup, no cross fucking. But they do like
Oh.
spit up a arrow. So I'm
What
gonna
about
say
your mother's in hell?
your mother sucks nutsacks and
Yeah.
watches it in hell. Yeah, none of that. None of that. I think it's an R. Yeah, it's a hard R. It's a hard R.
Good for them, because I'm getting real sick
The PG-13
of the
or horror.
PG-13. And I understand why they did it, but when I saw that the Five Nights at Freddy's movie was PG-13, I'm like,
That
God
was already out?
damn it. No, it's not. But the
No.
preview for it are. The previews for it, because that's
You
one I
can
want to see. But I
see,
wanted it to be a hard R, because it's just like
you can do a hard R with that one too.
you could so much and so well,
Yeah,
and I
gore.
understand why they didn't because they want that younger generation, but
Yeah,
it's just gonna lack so much.
we talked about this. That's what was Elvira's movie went for the
Mhm.
PG,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
had like this tying your hand, literally tying like I've got one hand behind my fucking back, and that's why. Well, Romero's Living Dead capper, right? It was like the studio gave him a chance between that and like a non-rated, and he took the rating
Mhm.
because the non-rating one. Did he take the non-rated one? No shit, he took the non-rated one. That's right. Holy fuck!
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because like we'll give you $1 bazillion to make one that can kind of like people can see, or yeah, you do what you want.
And
So
he's like,
fuck it.
"I'll
Maybe he
do
did
what
that.
I
Maybe he
want."
swerved. I might have this wrong. Joe Bob Briggs can correct me, but yeah, he
Yeah,
probably
Joe
will.
Bob, call the show. Call
Oh,
in.
I'm not gonna go. I'll wait until my sponsorship later on.
Okay.
But I got some for him too. So this, I liked it. It was smartly written. It was well acted. It was shot beautifully. Armarth comes out as a three-dimensional character where it's very easy not to do it. I think Exorcist hits it correctly because their priest was a three-dimensional character.
Mhm.
Armarth is a three-dimensional character because I think maybe it's based on a real person. Where other people are just doing the I'm a priest, so I must be this, and this. I'll probably have a dark sin somewhere in my fucking past because the devil knows all,
Yeah.
and they get kind of not really fleshed out. But the Vatican is beautifully shot. The library looks kind of like the Vatican. It might even be the fucking Vatican library. It's well done. It's well done. I want to say I watched it on a plane. I can't remember anymore. I've been up and around, but
Um,
I'm gonna yeah.
like, was there any gore? Was there any, like,
Gore. A
yeah.
kid throws up a dead bird.
Oh, okay.
There's an Iron Maiden
Oh,
in it. Yeah, no,
okay.
there's some fucking gore in this shit.
Okay.
The kid's all scratched up. It's not gonna be a nutsack version of gore,
Okay.
but there's some gore and some head turns.
Okay.
It will turn your head. Like literally, there's some fucking the head turn thing. And I CG surely probably got some practical. They have practical as well.
Okay.
It's a good mixture. They're not relating on anything, and it doesn't focus on its God. It's almost like an Indiana Jones at some point, it's something. It's the feel of the Indiana Jones slash Hercule Poirot, where it's the murder Internet Express because Internet Express. I just heard myself slur because
Internet
you're trying to figure this
ex
out. You're trying to figure this out.
I
It's
love
not just a straight horror.
Okay, so your tagline for this is it's Indiana Jones meets
Meets Hercule Poirot.
Hercule Poirot. I kinda like that, though.
No,
I kinda like
because
that.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. And there's
Okay.
no like the bad guys are the bad. You can
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there are some bad elements within the Vatican. I won't spoil anything, but there's some tension there. But bad people are bad people. There's no like, this might be like, no, this guy, fucking bad guy. Now, out of 5, what would I give this? I'm gonna say 4.
Okay.
4 out of 5 Cthulhu's. Why not? It's 6.1 on IMDb. I think that's too low. Honest to God, I think they should be doing like a 7.5 on IMDb. I think
Okay.
that's too low for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see like 3.5, whatever stars. I don't know what the Rotten Tomatoes is. It's 49% Rotten Tomatoes, but I think that is way too low. 6 out of 10 for Google. 67% for Google. Yeah, that's 70ish. Yeah, I can see that being fair. 3.7 out of 5 for
Okay.
whatever this other thing on Google is. I can kind of see that. I'm getting a 4. 4 out
Okay.
of 5. My final offer.
Okay.
It's something you should not watch with little kids. Probably it is R for a
Well,
reason.
it's R, yeah. I would hope not.
Yeah.
I
And
think
I
both of these movies you should not watch with children.
no, You're right.
No.
Nutsack, you should not watch with the kids. But you know what you
No.
can watch with kids?
What's that?
Conventions,
Yeah, I think.
ComicCons,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
GenCons,
Absolutely.
HorrorCons, Rathacons. So, okay, if you're interested only in our streaming reviews, this is where you can kind of say goodbye. I heard a cat. You know, we are going. Oh shit! You won't
What?
believe it.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
On the phone?
Okay. Yep. All right.
Really? Calling in?
This better be Tara Reid for real. All
It really
right.
be it
Allegedly, we have Tara Reid on the phone. Box and I have been burnt so many times we no longer
so
believe
many
this.
times.
But here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Let me see. I'll switch over. Hey, Tara. Thanks for calling in. You're on the air of Jim and Box. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing.
Fuck it. No, I'm hanging up. That's not Tara Reid.
Yeah, it's not Tara.
You know how I tell?
How?
It actually says Bigfoot on my caller ID now.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you called caller ID. I'm glad that you got
Yeah,
that.
I finally fixed that.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you.
wait. Unlisted number. Okay.
That might
They
be.
promise this might be Tara Reid.
It might be.
All right. That's how I switch over.
Because we don't want to like not have Tara Reid and it be Tara Reid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, and I'm trying not to. Okay, I need to press this button. If I hang up on people, I apologize. I'm gonna get hung up on. Hey, Tara, you're on the air with Jim and Box. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking.
Oh wow.
That's
Hey, well,
hi.
okay, that's cool. So we always had this great question. First of all, we loved you in Sharknado. We loved you in the Ouija house. We wanted to see you more in that one movie with Incredible Hulk.
You mean Mummy?
Yeah, that's
Mummy
the movie.
Dearest. Yeah,
Mummy Dearest.
Yeah, yep.
I know the name was Mummy Dearest, but they only put me in half, so I got Mummy.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I got it now.
It was probably a working title at the time too.
Yeah, working on No Mummy.
Yeah.
So we have a question for you. From all the movies you've done, including what I thought was 90210.
You mean American Pie?
Yeah, American Pie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was 90210, wasn't. From Sharknado to I almost said 90210 go again because I'm dumb. I'm like starstruck with Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
But what was your most prominent role that you thought would take off more but didn't?
Oh, that's a good question. I know what it is. It was my role in Nutsack, motherfucker.
It's me. Ha! I got a voice changer now too.
Oh, come
Bigfoot
on.
out.
Oh yeah, fucking
Come
Bigfoot.
on.
Bigfoot's got a voice changer now. Why? He sounded just like Tara Reid.
He did.
My
I mean,
God,
like,
I was
just
closing my eyes.
spitting image of Tara Reid.
That's it. We're gonna have to do video. That's it. We're gonna have to do fucking video next time.
Video.
No more callers, only video callers from here on out. I'm sorry, audience. We thought we had Tara Reid.
You know, again, you don't want to like not have Tara Reid if it is Tara Reid. You know,
that's right.
Like,
it's like you don't want to not have Liquid IV at liquidiv.com.
Right.
If it is liquidiv.com.
Right. Exactly.
Son of a biscuit. All right, so we did some conventions. Man, that's so disappointing. We did some conventions.
Yeah, you did a talk at a convention.
Oh my God, I did do a talk at a convention.
You did, and you got to meet some of our staff at a convention.
I did. My God,
I'm telling you all the things that you did that I was not there for.
Look at me. I was at GenCon over the last weekend, and we rocked First of all, thank you for everyone showing up at GenCon, and thank you GenCon staff for a great experience. We did Wasted Wisdom. I did 4 play sessions with our brand new coming soon Kickstarter us please game, and it was originally done as a drinking game, but the day before I get to GenCon, I just happened to like, okay, what kind of alcohol should I bring? They're like, none. Like, what do you mean none?
Oh,
drinking game. It is a dry convention. I'm like, motherfucker, you guys sell alcohol right outside? Like, yeah, right outside. Like, you sons of a bitches.
Did you bring your liquid IV?
Yeah,
did you bring shots of liquid IV?
Shots of hydration, which is fine. You know what? Which actually makes me then. The funny thing is, I was, and this is true. When I learned it, I was on the plane. I was just about to get on the plane.
Oh no!
And I was like, "Oh crud!" I need to zig, I need to zag, I need to zig and zag. And
Yeah.
I'm typing something out right now where I'm zigging and zagging. And I just happened to be reading The Big Picture by Tony Horton. You know, the guy I spent like 5 or 6 hours with that weekend.
You're so starstruck, and I love it.
Okay, it's not so much. It's not Star Trek. It's not. But
You're,
I'll
like,
tell you this: it's
romancing.
maybe it's that, but it's the amount of time. Like when you do something, it's like it's going to be 2 hours, and the person not only goes overtime, but make sure everyone's taken care of. That's like the perfect host. I'm like, my God, this is it. Like that. That's someone who cares a lot more about the people than anything else. And that's what kind of like, oh man, that's it. You know, because he could just like I've seen I've without violating NDAs, I've seen people where others paid a lot of money to see or meet and greets and shit like that,
Mhm.
and they will blow them off. To the
Yeah,
point
I've
where
seen
they'll
that
either
too.
be severely late or they just will fucking just like whatever, like
Or
you
they
know,
won't
this is it.
show, or
Right.
they'll
It's
just
like a
be, like,
Madonna concert.
there, but not there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I'm in the corner over there. Here's a rope. You
Yep.
can the meet and groups, the finger piece thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it wasn't obviously a meet and greet with Tony Horton. It was something else, but he went above and beyond. So I'm like, fuck, that's exactly what you should do. You should be if you're saying it to people, you're interested in helping them out. You should be interested in helping them out. So his book, The Big Picture, 11 Laws That Will Change Your Life. I was reading that, and one of those laws was basically try something new. I'm like, well, fuck, yeah, okay. How would I make a drinking game into a non-drinking game? And I was like, well, dial up the physical challenges. And so I brought a four-sided dice, motherfucker. I brought Dark Force, but I was doing a 6 and a 20. It's like hard mode, easy mode. They get to pick. If they get the question wrong, it's a trivia game. Get the question wrong, you roll a d20 if that's what you picked hard mode, and you do 20 push-ups, 18 push-ups, 15 push-ups, or
Oh,
squats, or
man.
seconds on
I
a
love that, though.
chair. Yeah, and people did easy mode, and sometimes it was people who were mobility challenged, so they did holding their breath for that long. They did
Yeah.
something. They did something, and that we did that instead of drinking, and it worked out.
You know, honestly, and here's the deal too, because I know a lot of people, my age are trying to cut down drinking as well because,
Yeah. Yep.
you have kids, you have,
A
work, you
liver.
have
You
a
have liver.
liver,
You have a
and
body.
honestly, cancer too, because they've
Yeah.
shown studies that cancer increases the more that you drink.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great alternative to a drinking
That's
game
a great healthy one, man.
is to have health
Yeah.
challenges instead. I think that's a
Yeah.
fantastic idea.
I appreciate that, and it looks like everyone else having fun with that.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
that's when we designed it. We designed the game. Well, when we played the game, it was when we were underage drinking illegally. It was like 30 years
Allegedly.
ago. And
Allegedly.
I'm pretty sure hopefully a statute of limitation. Yeah, allegedly. I'll say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, me and my friends allegedly were someplace and we were like heading a Trivial Pursuit deck. But we got a lot of great feedback. We
Mhm.
gave out some copies of Bodies. We got some great stuff
Oh,
from there.
perfect.
I
I'm
pinned my
in
new book.
bodies.
You have a
I
body.
I have a body, I'm
You
in
have a body.
bodies,
You're in Bodies.
I possess bodies.
I won't spoil anything. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
actually these cards came out really
Oh,
well.
what is that?
You never saw these?
No. Is that a
These
card?
are yeah, these are postcards
Ooh, that's
that have the
slick.
QR codes. Yeah, I was
That's
uh,
slick.
Sexy Fandom Bazawi. They had a great award show, and we are okay. We're a sponsor, wink, wink, because they made us sponsors.
Oh.
Of the kindness, well, I guess it's no big deal. I do it right for them, and we just have this great relationship. And
Mhm.
so, like, give us some promo stuff, and we'll put it inside the
Aw,
thing. Like, that's fucking. They're so sweet. They're honest to God.
that's so sweet.
Sexyfandom.com, Bazawi Magazine, Blueblood.com, Altporn.net. They're all very cool to us, and but we made these out, and people are reading this. I for
Aw,
the grab bags, for the gift bags, and I had a couple left over, so I'm like, I'll just bring them to GenCon. Why not?
nice.
And I got rid of God all but that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What if it says 1,
And
2,
are those the
3,
digital
4,
copies?
5, 6? Yes, if the QR codes, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's a podcast, but they have the QR codes on. There's one that's a free copy that goes directly to our Google Drive account, and the
Oh,
other one is
perfect.
goes to the ebook for Amazon. And I again, we had a lot of time. We got great time, great meeting Daphne and Kate in real life,
Yeah.
IRL. I've seen people I haven't seen in a long, long time before, and the people from the Dragonlands, Margaret and Tracy, they were there. That was always awesome to run into them. Always awesome to see their work coming out. And oh my gosh, I've got so many cool things. I'm gonna do a particular thing on it. We can do entire event on this. But there are so many games that are horror that I've got,
Yeah.
and so many cool people that I will have to say I'm going to say I've got some great interviews. I've got
Okay.
some great things. There's some people from
Honestly,
Tower of Gags, some people from Trick or Treat Games.
yeah, honestly, cons are a great
Yeah.
resource to get interviews and meet new people and see what's going on in the community.
Now you're just talking about this. You went to the halfway to Halloween Con
I
in.
did.
Go more on that. Go more on that.
Yeah. So I had never heard about it before, like I said. And it was a delightful mix of everything. Like, like I said, there were stickers, there was like people who did huge cutouts of like
Cutouts thing.
things, people who did lamps of horror stuff. I sent some to TT because there was some outer killer clowns from outer space lamps, which I
Oh,
thought
were
he'd
there really?
appreciate. Yeah, which I thought he'd appreciate. And just a lot of clever things, people who wrote books. I bought a Jason candle. That's like Camp Crystal Lake candle.
Yeah,
Um, it smells amazing.
it smells like
It
death. It
smells
smells
like
like
death, and
liquidiv.com.
it smells
Not
like
death.
death and also the lake.
Mm. Of
It's
crystals.
and one of the ones that I am probably gonna be interviewing at some point is Steve Jenks, and that's Jencks. And what he does is he's an artist, but he does mashups of things,
Nice.
of horror and, like Peanuts or Scooby Doo
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
Jason and things like that. And they're so cute and so clever. And honestly, my dad and I were there for like so many minutes just looking through all of his stuff because it's so funny. And so I bought a coloring book, I bought a Jaws print, I bought what else did I buy? I bought a few other things. Oh, and one of his big books that is full of the crossover stuff. So you can go to www.screamprints, and that's with an S, .com.
Prince.
So screamprints.com, and you can see his stuff. And I did talk to him and I asked him, hey, at some point can I interview you because these are so cute and clever and he's so funny. And, so that's gonna be upcoming at some point. But
Coming
yeah,
soon at some
halfway to
point.
Halloween, there was like it was in the middle of fucking nowhere, which is again is great for a Halloween thing. People
Yes.
had hearses lined up, and there's a hearse.
Really?
Yeah, there's a hearse
Cool.
convention in
Wait, there's a
Michigan.
first convention?
Yes, where
How the
people drive.
fuck?
It's basically like because we have a lot of like car shows and things like that. It's like a hearse show.
Good for
And
them. My
yeah,
friend
and it
had
was
one of
great
those.
because a lot of the hearses had the history behind them, where they started out, what, funeral homes they were part
I
of.
Is the Ghostbuster mobile there?
Somebody did have a Ghostbuster
Mm,
mobile.
good for them.
Um, but it was just really neat, and everybody was just very opening and welcoming, and were willing to talk about their stuff. There was a couple of different groups that go and do paranormal investigations. There were a lot of fun things for the kids, and that was another thing. Is my dad was just looking around because my dad is a
Paranormal.
is a very dadly dad, and he's just looking around and he's like, "There's a lot of kids here." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I think that's great, because, this would have been something that I would have taken you to when you were a little kid." And I'm like, "Well, you're taking me
Oh.
now." But but it was a great bonding because you see these little kids get so excited for what you think they'd be horrified of, or something like that, but they're so, you know, excited, and people were dressed up, and it was a very what I love about the horror community as a whole is that it is very welcoming, and it is a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
there was a lot of people, just of every kind of background and ethnicity and everything just coming together just to have fun for a day and enjoy horror of all kinds,
And that's why conventions are so cool. You get to
Yeah.
come together and you get to be part of your familia. You can be part of the tribe. You can be part of the fams. And you realize there's more people who are just like you.
Absolutely. And there's different like niches of it too, you know? Like different like if that's not your style, like if you're not the prosthetic dick person, that's okay.
I
Next
love
booth
looking at it.
I bet you do.
the next booth
Allegedly.
over, you can find a whole bunch of like Cthulhu plushies, like
Cthulhu.
you're gonna find it, you're gonna find your people in the mix.
You're going to find your people. And that's why I
Yeah.
love, I can't talk much about Comic Con, but I love, well, Comic Cons are great. Always go to them if you can. Do it. The local ones are spectacular. Any type
Mhm.
of the fandoms that are just your jamdom fandom.
Mhm.
The horror ones, the anime ones, if that's your thing, go for it. Tentacle ones, who cares? Bronies and ponies, let's go. Let's hit that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love the one that's coming up. I'll talk about Gen Con in a brief second. And thanks for sharing about the horror. That's cool. I didn't know that was halfway to Halloween. I would have.
We had
What
no
day was that?
idea. That was actually in May. Um,
Motherfucker! Now you tell me. I could have
sorry.
gone. I could have gone in May. I could have walked
Well,
there
that's
by then.
halfway to Halloween.
I could be halfway
Um,
there to
but
Detroit,
and
Rock City.
and that's a thing too that's popping up a lot more is the halfway to Halloween. Usually you hear the Christmas in July crowd, but
Yeah.
halfway in Halloween is something that is happening more and more because people love Halloween so much.
But you know what people also love?
What what do they love? What do they
They
love,
love
Jim?
liquid. No, they love the last drive-in. And
They
damn it, if you
do.
want to be like mostly there at Halloween, it's October 6th to the 8th in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's gonna be
Joe
fun.
Bob Briggs Jamboree.
Mm.
And I'll tell you what, we are in talks right now to be their sponsor.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're just trying to dial it down if we're talking about booths there. I'm like, I don't know if I want a booth. We'll see because
Maybe a
I
side
might have my
table?
book by then. And if I get some advanced copies out, maybe I'll get my elf some books to sell there, or
That'd be great.
bring the little cards, print some more cards out, so we can get like the charity books out, anthologies out to people.
I'll self-publish a book that you can bring there.
There you go. I'll bring it all there. But if you are going to be in Las Vegas, or even if you're not going to be in Las Vegas, fly to Las Vegas. It's pretty cheap now. You want to see, if you're a horror fan, it's going to be Joe Bob Briggs, The Last Drive-Ins, 3rd Annual World Drive-In Jamboree, featuring Joe Bob and Darcy. And the tickets are pretty cheap. Well, okay. I'm a dick by saying that, I guess. Let me rephrase this. The tickets are reasonably priced. That's what I really want to say.
It's gonna be I
It's
mean,
gonna be $275 for the weekend.
oh, 2070, yeah.
It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a 3-day thing, $75 like for
But
for
here's
the
the
6.
thing is
125.
sometimes, especially if you're a big fan, sometimes the ticket price is worth the experience.
Yes, and you're gonna be with a bunch of the mutant fan people, and it's gonna
Yeah,
be the drive-in of the Unoctrate, and it gets you to Vegas for 3 days. Gets you to
absolutely.
Vegas for the weekend. Just
And
Just do it.
honestly, like more and more people in my generation, millennials, a lot of us, it's more about the experience of things than the monetary thing of things. Like, we're much less like, diamond rings and this and that. Like, to me, it's much more of about having experiences and sharing those with the people around me. So
Yes.
if that's what you're into, if you're like a super hardcore fan of Joe Bob and you're like, you know what? I really want to do this, don't guilt yourself into not doing it.
No,
Like, if
it's
you
the
have the
experience.
time, if you have the money, if you can make it work, go and do it. Like, we're only here for a limited part of time,
Yeah.
like, have
Well, very
fun.
limited.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
very
no idea how
finite.
small part of time is.
Well,
You
I
have no
mean,
idea.
and you might not be reincarnated
A
to
hubcap.
to enjoy Joe Bob Briggs in the future.
Yeah, we are a very weird timeline right now.
Yeah.
And can join us with Full Moon as we sponsor Joe Bob Briggs, probably. It's not just like, you just meet and greet, but they also have like the hubby, presented with the Joe Bob's coveted hubby, inscribed on a vintage Chevy hubcap. It's a film festival. He wants to see your films. The festival is free to submit your films to. And that's exactly it. If you were like, oh man, I have this film, I have no one to show it. You got a place to show it, motherfuckers. You guys go to Vegas, you show it there. You show it there on stage. And it's been a bunch of stuff. Oh, I didn't even read this. Okay. I should probably see what I'm sponsoring. I
Oh my
guess.
gosh.
Whatever. I didn't care. I just wanted. And there's the thing. Why was I trying to sponsor Joe Bob Briggs? Because I believe in him. Was it? That's all. That's all it is. I don't get nothing from it. I get like
Y
some cool content, and they're all been always so super sweet to us. And I'm
Yeah,
like, put my money
yeah.
where my mouth is.
And honestly, you've always been a fan, Like, a lot of us,
Have
not
I?
me, not me, but a lot of us on HauntedMTL are fans.
I've been a fan of the drive-in when I first started. I like that. I've not seen his monster. I won't lie. I've not seen his monster vision stuff before. I think it was even Dave was like saying, "You have to watch this. Because I'm gonna cover it." I'm like, "Sure, go cover it." I'm pretty lax out like that.
Well, you don't have to know everything to be a fan of something.
Damn right. Thank you very much. And if you are a fan of Roger Corman,
Yes?
Roger Corman will be there.
What? Shut up.
Yeah.
No.
Roger Corman, legendary director, producer, distributor, writer, and mentor to a dozen Hollywood stars, will be the Jamboree's guest of honor.
Holy crap. Okay, now
And in fact,
I'm kind of in.
Roger Corman's first 70 years will be the theme of the 3-day event.
Oh, honestly, I'm really, really happy for him because he deserves to
Yes.
be highlighted and spotlit. He
Highlighted
really
and spotlit. His wife is Julia's going to be there as well. And the
Oh.
Sunday as the Sleepaway Camp 40th birthday party for cast and crew members, the reunion of the '83 classic, where
Oh,
Felicia Rose is going
wow.
to be there.
Okay, that
It's
sounds like a lot of fun,
That's what I'm saying. It's
honestly.
like it's
That
not just
sounds
like
like a
we're gonna.
lot of fun. No, and again,
There's a
that's
music lineup.
to me, that's worth the money because again,
Absolutely
these are
right.
big name people
These
in
are
the movie.
huge. You don't get much
Yeah.
bigger than Roger Corman or.
Oh god, no. And he's such a classic, and again, I'm glad that they're celebrating him
Yeah, the Mount
because
Rushmore is like him and Carpenter, right? Like
yeah.
it gets
Honestly,
some.
like when Paul Rubens passed, like my mom was like, "Oh, that's really really sad." I'm like, it was sad, but Netflix did the movie, his last movie and that got so many awards and things like that. And so I'm glad that they celebrated him
Yeah,
before he did cuz so many older people don't get
don't get
to
to
be
see it.
celebrated again,
Nope.
And so I'm really really glad that he's the guest of honor for
Yeah.
Joe Bob.
Oh, I am too. And you know what? I'm glad. I'm
What?
glad I got to spend some time with the great people. I'm gonna segue from this one. Of
Oh
Trick
god.
or Treat Studio.
Oh,
TR
okay.
spelled like it sounds. Trick or Treat Studios. And they put out they do some screen masks for horror movies, and you can sell their professional level, not the screen used ones, but they're selling their remakes of them,
Oh.
$69. It's insane. I'm looking at the Halloween ones, like, my
69.
God, that's fucking insane. And
Oh.
they put out a great. They have Killer Clowns Out of Space, Dungeons and Dragons,
Oh.
Horse Halloween. They put out a amazing Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game that comes with its own nutsack. It actually does come with like human looking sack, and it's
Oh
so
my
cool.
God.
Yeah. And that's how you pull your tiles from. And I got to play a demo on that. And they were so sweet to me. I've got the game in my other room right now, and I can't wait to bust it out and start really playing. They got Toxic Crusaders with the Toxic Avenger type people. It is an amazing thing. Trick or Treat Studios. We have an interview. We've got some gameplay we'll put up. You have to check that out. And also, I got to play Highlander from Evil Genius Games, and they've these people have been super sweet to us as well. Evil Genius, Highlander. We've got some gameplay pictures and not the actual video. The video is actually going to be from the Trick or Treat Studios with their Chainsaw Massacre. The best. I've seen a few Texas Chainsaw Massacre games. There's Trick or Treat Studios beats them all to bloody fucking pulp with like a meat cleaver or a meat hammer. So you got to check them out. And of course, the very lovely people from Free League, Free League won the GenCon award this year. Yeah, and they fucking deserve it. Their team like always awesome. Again, put your money where your mouth is. So I bought stuff. This is how much I love Free League. I bought stuff I already had. I bought stuff from them just to give them money because they've been giving us so much. I'm like, they've been so nice to us and Daphne, and because like Daphne's our game person, and like Jennifer Waggles, our game person. They've been getting us so many, like, they ship physical fucking copy. Like, you didn't have to give me a physical copy.
Sweet.
So I'm like, I'll give you guys some money. That's why they win the award at GenCon and GameCon. And because I said I would, I'm gonna save it for my plug, but that's
you've already plugged like a million people.
The last 17 minutes of plugs. But it's fun. You go there, you have fun. Tower of Gax now. They're a charity at GenCon. Love playing with them. Their interviews up from last year. Their interviews up with masks and stuff. And GenCon was no mask this year. Mask optional.
Okay.
And I don't know how I got nothing.
I know. Honestly, I would have masked up.
Fuck, man. I went through like 4 days of this.
After this last bout, I'm masking up for real. Like I'm done.
Yeah, I just I don't know, man. Just hand sanitizer. Like, protect your hands, Wu-Tang Clan. And just try not to be. I had to be around people as I was doing the demo, and everything else was kind of like, if I was doing a game with someone, I was a bit back. But the crowds, fuck, man, those crowds, holy shit!
There's a lot of them.
It was. They gave me the press release on how much it was, and I'm remembering wrong, but it had a 7 in it. Put it this way, they sold out of the 4-day pass almost immediately. They sold out on the Saturday pass almost immediately.
Wow.
I think because like Friday and Sunday were still kind of good. Yeah.
Damn.
It was amazeballs. You have to see it, believe it. Next year. And my big hint is this: if you can get a hotel next to these events, get it, because it saves your ass some time.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. And I was looking out. They put me in a hotel right next to them. I'm like, fuck, a 5-minute walk. Like, thank you. Thank you. I can walk 5 fucking minutes. Bring your games back to the hotel, drop it off. Got to go to the bathroom. Fuck the disgusting ass bathrooms. Walk to your hotel. Do it. Come back. They will smile. You know, especially doing a demo game, carrying that around. Oh my god, no. I just fucking went there, did my demo. Hey everyone, Jim Phoenix, 2 fucking hours. If you did my demo, thank you very much. Appreciate you all. Love y'all. And your things will be taken considerations. So, Box.
Yes.
What do you want to plug?
I already plugged it.
Who cares? That's
Oh,
what you want to plug.
all
Is there
right,
any
I'm
new
gonna plug
plugs?
it again.
Look
I'm
at me.
gonna plug
Plug
it
it.
again. I'm gonna plug him again. Steve Jenks, Scream
Okay.
Prince.
Scream Prince.
He, yep. So that's Scream and then Prince with an S.com. He has coloring books, he has photo books, he has prints. The prints are really nice. I got 2 prints, one for me and one for my friend.
Oh,
He's
I see
got
what you
like,
mean.
yeah, he's got like a little Norman Rockwell one with like
Yeah, the
Jason,
Halloween.
yeah, Halloween,
Yeah.
not Jason. Um in the
Michael
window.
Myers.
I mean, they're very cute and the prints are good quality. Um, and I got the Jaws one, of course. But super funny guy, really nice guy. Signed all
Pretty
my
cheap.
stuff, real cheap.
Uh,
And he's real nice. And again, just I guess also my plug was I was like looking around for like like cons or fairs or stuff like that. But honestly, why look in my area when
go to
listeners
the
should be
Jamboree.
looking in their area? Look
You
in
should,
your area.
or look in the Las Vegas area.
Or
And go to the Joe Bob
that's
Jamboree.
that's
First
yours.
week of October.
That's your Oh, first week
Oh,
of October?
yeah.
That's my
First.
birthday.
Hey, happy fucking birthday. Go to Vegas.
Yeah.
You want to?
No.
Fuck. I'm like,
I
you want to?
can't.
Like, no, I'm like, oh, fuck you.
Well, I'm traveling in November. I can't.
In November. I can't go anywhere in
I
November. It's October. October comes before November. That's how
I
time works,
know,
motherfucker. It's not the same.
but
It's not the
I
same month.
have limited amount of vacation time, my friend.
Ah, okay, I get that part. I do.
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
accept that. I'll
And
accept
I've
that.
been waiting for this trip for a very long time. And
Where are
I'm
you
not
going?
gonna
Can you
just
say? You're not going to
I'll
jinx it.
just
You're not
I'll
going to
just I'll just say the country, which is England. And it's
say.
the first
Ooh,
time that I've been there, so I'm very excited. Yeah,
hello.
jolly good. That's what I'm just gonna say to everybody.
Good day.
Jolly good. I think
Chip,
I'll
chip,
definitely
cheerio.
fit in.
Oh, yes. You have
It's
fun, man.
time for tea.
You have fun.
Yeah.
We'll talk off air where you're going to go if you want. And I can give you some pointers. So if you need some people to hang out with, if you ever get in trouble, let me know. I got people
Okay.
all over England.
Oh, nice. I have a good friend there, so I'm gonna go and
Oh, that's
visit
even better. Okay.
her. Yeah, she's
You're hooked up then.
yeah. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna pal around, commit some crimes, run away from those. Just kidding, just kidding.
Yeah, very good. That's
Allegedly.
all. Allegedly, all on
Allegedly.
close circuit TV too. That's England for you.
I know, right, right.
Yeah.
So we got to be real tricky, real
They
tricky.
like
Um,
Chixie.
but no, it's gonna be a lot of fun,
Chixie.
and so, but I do think that people should look in their areas to see what is going on and see what kind of film festivals are happening in their areas. And also, they should go to, if they can afford it, go see Joe Bob Briggs because
That's right.
Jim Corman. Oh my God,
Jim Corman. That's it. We're
Roger
crossing
Corman.
that reality now. Jim Corman, damn it.
Jim Corman. He's a great guy, whoever he is. Roger Corman is an incredible.
Yep. Go see him.
Anyway.
Go see Darcy. Go see Felicianos. Go see Joe Bob. Go see them all. And you should stay fit. You want to do all these conventions? You got to stay fit. And the way Jimbo stays fit, he does Power Nation Fitness. Power, POWERNATIONFITNESS.org. Tony Horton's Power 4, that's what he's doing next. You've seen him from Beach Body Days to Power 90 to P90X, P90X seconds, thirds.
You're saying so many stuff. I almost heard penis in there.
Oh, penis. Well,
Yeah.
check it out. It's got a whole body fitness with
Okay.
mental and balance and nutrition. And it's all goodness. Check him out. I do have an affiliate link, but I'm not going to.
You said he has
drop it.
a book?
He does. He's got several books out. The one I'm reading right now is The Big Picture, 11 Laws
Okay.
That Would Change Your Life by Tony Horton
Is it
on
good?
Amazon. Oh, it's great. And guess what? It's like $10 on Amazon. So
Really? Okay, because I've been looking for like some new books to read.
get it used for $225 on this. I'm looking right now. His
I
sign.
have thrift books, so I've been looking for a couple.
Do that.
I want to get Stanley Tucci's cookbook too. I want to
I
cook
want
like the
Stanley and one
Tooch.
cheese.
Cook
Cooking
like
the
the
Tooch.
Tooch. Okay.
Well, guess
So go
what?
on.
That's it.
Oh, that's it?
So stay in there and remember. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were
If,
going to say I
if,
love looking at it.
why would I say that? So
I don't
weird.
know.
I don't say that. That's not my line. I
Oh.
know if I can't press it because.
I love looking at it.
Ew, no. That turned out creepy.
I love looking. Thank you, Bigfoot.
No, oh, damn it. Thank you, Bigfoot.
Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody.
See you next time. We're not going to do an hour and a half.
No. Of plugs.
Yeah, and exactly. Like half of this is plugs. So we'll do 3 movies next time. I think we have a special guest next time.
It's Court.
Court Squared.
I hear a cat.
Meow, motherfucker.
Oh, that's weird.
Ha ha ha.
Bye, everyone.